Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Nye's Growing Space, the YouTube channel. If you are a first time viewer, thank you so much for tuning in. And if you are a active viewer, then thank you so much for continuing to come back to see what I have to offer. My mission is to share my growth journey in hopes to inspire you on yours. And this is your dose of growth. And a dose of growth is something for you to take with you on your day, to think about, to grow from, and hopefully it's something of value to you. So today's dose of growth is motivation and discipline. So I know if you are into personal development a lot and you're into growing, then motivation and discipline are things that I'm sure you've heard about. Now, if you're not into that and you're trying to get into that, then you're going to hear a lot more about motivation and disciplines and discipline and the difference between them and the importance for each of them. So what is motivation? Motivation is something is what gets you going while you're starting maybe, and it gives you the energy that you need to get something started, to when you want to pursue something, when you have a goal or an accomplish or something that you want to accomplish. That motivation is what gets you going. It's like the starter, in your car. That's what gets your engine revved up and to where your car is able to go. That's what your motivation is. Motivation is also, I like to say, motivation is like an emotion. You're never always sad, or you're never always mad, or always happy or excited. Those feelings and those emotions, they come and they go. They come and they go. You're never just one thing all the time. And that's kind of what motivation is. Motivation is another type of feeling, I would like to say, because your motivation comes and goes. It doesn't matter how passionate you are about something. It doesn't matter how eager you are for to accomplish something. There are going to be times where you're not going to be motivated. It's natural because the motivation comes and goes. Your motivational spurts may last a little bit longer than others, but just know that your body and your mind is going to give yourself a break from all of that motivation, all that energy. And that's where the discipline kicks in. So yes, you can have all the motivation in the world, but if you lack discipline at the times where that motivation is gone, then everything is going to fall apart. Everything is going to go fall to the waistline because you lack discipline. Discipline is so important because it keeps you going no matter what. When you don't feel like it, I know I always say, oh, I'm not motivated to do anything today. I'm not motivated to do anything. And if I continue to say I'm not motivated to do anything, then I'm more than likely I'm not going to do anything. But if I notice and I acknowledge and I'm aware of I'm not really motivated to do anything right now, however, this needs to get done, I'm going to do it anyways. And then I persist and continue to go ahead and do what it is that I need to do. But a lot of the times when we lack motivation, we go ahead and fall back into our old habits. When we know we have a list of things to do, but because we lack motivation, we go ahead and we turn on the TV and then start binge watching a Netflix special. I know that's what I do. Whatever you do is whatever you do. And so when you have that motivation, I know if you go to a speaking event or you go to a networking event or you go to school, whatever it is, and that place that you go to or that video that you listen to, it gets you going. It motivates you. It inspires you. It sparks that engine and you get going. And you may even get home and you start jotting down your to-do list and you have your plan all beautiful and you're ready to start. And you're like, all right, Monday, I'm going to get ready to implement this plan because I'm going to accomplish this goal, because you're so motivated. However, you go to work that next day, Monday morning, and work is terrible. It's a rough day at work. You're exhausted. Then you got to come home. You got to cook or whatever it is that you need to do. Take care of your family, focus on your, start over. You come home and you're exhausted. Maybe you have to take care of your family, cook dinner, do homework, and you still have this list of things to do as far as your goals, but you're exhausted. and you're just not motivated to do it today. So what is it that you do? You let it fall to the waistline because you lack the motivation, and you do something like binge watching TV instead of having the discipline to say, I'm going to push through. I know I may not be motivated to do these things, but I know I need to. And so eventually that discipline becomes automatic. You're just disciplined enough to go ahead and do what it is that you need to do. I know a lot of the times we're disciplined at our day jobs. At least for me, I'm more disciplined at my day job than I am when it comes to doing the things that I say I want to do, the things that I say that I'm going to accomplish, where I'll stay an extra 30 minutes at work when my work is not finished, or when something needs to be done, or if I'm going to be off the next day. I'm disciplined enough to focus on my work and get those things done, but then I'm not disciplined enough to give myself an extra 30 minutes when it comes to my personal goals. So we do lack discipline in different areas of our life, and it's time to refocus. It's time to refocus that discipline and put it into something that means something to us, that matters to us, that's going to make a difference in our lives today, and not in the difference of somebody else's dreams and aspirations, but in our lives. So yes, enjoy the motivation when it comes. Get as much done as possible when you have the motivation, because yes, feed off of that energy, feed off of that motivation when you have it, but know that you're still going to have to keep pushing when you don't have it, and that's where your discipline kicks in. So that was your dose of growth. I hope you found value. Remember, if you find value, that means somebody else might find value. So make sure you share and you like and subscribe. Until next time.